All right, we're live. So, Tam, Mark, or, yeah, we can. We don't have our start screen, but just it shows me like 1 minute, Tam, till to actually start. But I think um we're even getting comments on Facebook, auto-generated comments. Awesome. Good morning, Zet. I saw Zet pop in somewhere. I don't. She's gone again, but hopefully she'll come back. We've got Chuck. Hello, hello, and Florence. And hopefully we'll get some more eyeballs over on Facebook. But Tam, it is 11 o'clock, so I'm going to go on mute and hand the controls over to you and hopefully get the spotlight thing going.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Good day. Welcome to Celebration Circle Live. And we're here from San Antonio, Texas. And it was drizzling today, and it's really nice. It's a fresh breath of new air, just to go outside and just connect with that. We are live on Facebook, and you can chat on Zoom. So please feel free to join us in the chat, and let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're from, and just comment in the chat room, please. So welcome again to Celebration Circle Live. We honor and nurture the sacred in ourselves and each other in all of creation. You can find us we have a weekly daily inspiration. We have some prayer requests, and please like and share and comment on our video, social media. And today we have Leanne. She'll be singing for us today. Come celebrate.
Yo, let's celebrate, y'all. Let's sing together. Thanks, Rudy, for writing this song to help us celebrate. Yeah. I'm celebrating in this rainy day. Come celebrate. Gather together. Come celebrate. One by one. Come celebrate. Now and forever. Let us remember that we are one. Come celebrate, yeah. Join in the circle. Come celebrate. Side by side. Come celebrate, yeah. Now and forever. Let us remember that we are one. Celebrate, celebrate. Come celebrate. Celebrate, sing it, celebrate. Come celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate. Come celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate. Come celebrate. Come celebrate. Gather together, y'all. Come celebrate. Hearts open wide. Come celebrate. Now and forever. Let us remember that we are one. Yes, we are. We are one. Everybody
Wow, thank you, Leanne. I really like how you put your vibe into that. I can really feel it. Thank you. So let us gather together as we talk about, go into the four directions. As we reflect the theme of today, we welcome you, whether it is your first time or you're here often. We invite you to join us in celebration. We'll begin this morning, as we do each Sunday, with our invocation. O great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me. We'll sing this once as we stand, if we are able to, and physically turn and face the four directions. And then we'll sing it a fifth time towards our own center for the divine within each one of us. Won't you join us as we begin by facing east, the direction of the rising sun of the new beginnings and infinite possibility.
Om, 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 om. Oh, great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
Then we will be facing the south, the direction of the moon, day, sun, of the abundance and the well-being.
Oh, great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
Now turning to face the west, we open to the direction of the setting sun, of letting go of all the past and opening to all the mystery of what comes next.
Oh, great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
Then we turn to the north, the direction of midnight, of the darkness and the challenge that we always present, calling us to stand firm in the present moment.
Oh, great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
Finally, we turn within to the realm of the spirit, to the infinite now unfolding within and around us.
Oh, great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
We are one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. We'll have another song by an original by Leanne.
Far as I'm concerned, there's nothing stopping me. With each curve and turn, we keep moving. I know we're breaking free. Is it all to hold it But as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing stopping me. I have felt the silence of an ohm, distant and so strong. When I wake in the morning with no words, and our hearts are beating stronger, stronger, stronger every day. Is it all to breathe in your caress? Smell the fire, well, it's burning with each yes. But as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing stopping me. No, no, there ain't nothing stopping me. No, no. And I've been overcautious. I've let fear forsake me for so long. Let me honor and trust that with love there is no right or wrong. Is it all to lose and win again? Burning down each doubt that you let in. But as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing stopping me. No, no. There's nothing stopping me from sharing my love with you. There ain't nothing stopping me.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you for that original. Now we'll have our good friend Mark. He will be saying our poem of the day, and it's by Jean Hathaway, and it's called Stitches.
Morning. This is a poem by Janine Hathaway titled Stitches from Long After Louds, a recent book of hers. Stitches. The phantom pinching wakes her still, that pull and twitch years later after a bad dream of faith and surgery. The scars lumped up keloid, a dermal extravaganza, the nerves haywire nearby. Her books in anthropology don't lead her back to sleep. Some social groups slice themselves and stuff their gristly swells of fibroblasts and skin for ornament. She turns off the light. She'd expected something thin, perhaps a silver tally mark, but dainty. A scar says you've been pulled together, or something of you has. Over time, it's like a sunset, the slash of color drawing down the night to meet the light's last ray. What is it in the body so drawn to reconcile and still so insistent on the split?
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for that. Now we're going to do our communal breath ritual. Now we come to communion of a physical manifestation of our metaphysical oneness. This morning, I invite you to join me as we breathe together, as we remember that we are literally breathing in the same air. We will take 4 deep, long communal breaths together. As we inhale, I invite you to not just ingest the air, but to digest it, asking it in fully and mindfully. And as we exhale, let us release all that is past so that we can come more fully into this precious present moment now. Together, we inhale on the sound. Once more, inhale. And again, inhale. And finally, inhale. Truly, we are one. Now we'll have a song by Leanne.
Create in me a clean heart, O God. Let me be like you in all my ways. Give me your strength, teach me your song. Shelter me in the shadow of your wing. For we are your righteousness. If we die to ourselves and live through your death, we shall be born again to be blessed in your love. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Let me be like you in all my ways. Give me your strength, teach me your song. Shelter me in the shadow of your wing. For we are your righteousness. If we die to ourselves and live through your death, we shall be born again to be blessed in your love.
Thank you so much, Leanne. So beautiful. Now today we have our speaker, Angel Santiago, and he'll be talking about you gotta let it play out. And so he helps look at the way that we want to grow and succeed and be happy. But how do we constantly pushing away and trying to control the situations that will provide us with just that? We go through life doing whatever we can to avoid the struggle, failure, and pain. We're so focused on trying to get it right and not to get it wrong that we're constantly interfering in our lives, not letting situations play out as they are supposed to, and thus delaying our growth. So here's Angel Santiago, certified coach, life coach.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. Good morning. It's good to see each and every one of you. And those of you that are on Facebook, I say hello to you. So let's dive in. Here's a quote by James N. Watkins. It says, "A river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence." Like Tam just read, we want to grow, succeed, and be happy, but we're constantly pushing away and trying to control the situations that will provide us with just that, right? We go through life doing whatever we can to avoid struggle, failure, and pain. We're so focused on trying to get it right and not get it wrong that we're constantly interfering in our lives, not letting situations play out as they're supposed to, and thus we delay our growth. It's like we're in our own hamster wheels and we're the ones making them. We don't want failure to happen at all, that our successes seem to never arrive. Well, that's because we may have an unhealthy relationship with failure. You see, most believe that failure isn't an option. We grew up in a culture that taught us that. Well, if that's the case, then success isn't going to be an option either, because failure isn't the opposite of success, it's an integral step towards it. Let's think about this for a minute. Take a second or two to think about your own definition of failure. How do you define failure? Just kind of think about that for a few seconds. How do you define failure? The way I define failure is simply a learning opportunity. There's something there that's going to help me learn from the step that I took so that I can take the next step much better. And I want to share with you how some of the greats in my book define failure. First one is John C. Maxwell. He's probably like the biggest leadership guru in the United States, maybe in the world. He says the difference between the average person and the achieving person is their perception of and response to failure. Thomas Edison, I have not failed. I have only found 10,000 ways that don't work. Coco Chanel, success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. Henry Ford, failure is only the opportunity more intelligently to begin again. J.K. Rowling, it is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default. Do you see how these individuals define or perceive failure? Now let's take a look at your definition again. Is that how you want to define failure from here on out? Or do you want to adopt a little bit of what these individuals have shared into your own definition of failure? If that's the case, I would encourage you to take some time today, after this talk, at some point, to be very intentional and redefine what failure means to you and how do you want to see it from here on out. Because I believe that we all want the best for ourselves. We all have a burning desire to succeed. That's why you're part of this community. That's why you're listening to this talk. But desire isn't enough. You see, not wanting to fail is not realistic. I mean, think about it. Anytime that we start anything new, something that we've never done before, there's going to be a learning process to it. That means that we're going to have a period of time where we're not going to be getting it right, where we're going to be making mistakes, and we're not going to be very good at that thing. In other words, we're going to fail. How could you expect not to? Now, before I became a coach, I was a dance instructor. I had a dance company, a dance studio, and I traveled the world teaching people how to dance salsa. I would often get one or two students on their very first class, on their very first basic class, first time ever. And they would be struggling, and they would get very frustrated and very disappointed. And then I would walk over and I would ask them, why are they so frustrated? And they would tell me, well, because I'm not getting it. And I would ask, is this your first time? Yes, this is my first time. Well, did you expect to get it on your first day? And they say, yes, of course I did. And it's like, what makes you think that? Well, because I'm an adult and I should know better. And I have no idea where do adults or grown-ups get this idea that somehow their learning process skips them simply because they grew up and now they're grown-ups and they're adults. And that somehow the learning and failing, it only applies when we were kids. You see, most expect the path of least resistance and the path of least amount of effort. They don't want to put in the work. They want to just snap their fingers and make it happen immediately and immediately become a success story. And the truth is, success doesn't work that way. No matter how we decide to do, it's going to ask a lot out of us, and it's going to take effort. And it is precisely that effort that will produce results for you. So what does it take to make it happen? Well, number one, you have to have that burning desire to do something. That means that you're extremely interested in or want to do it very much so. I mean, it's one of those things where you would even do it for free. That's how much interest and passion you have for this thing. Number two, you want to be clear on your purpose. This is the one goal that is the most important to you at the moment. Your desire for this goal must be so intense that the very idea of achieving it excites you, fulfills you, and makes you happy. Number three, you got to show up. This is about rising to the occasion each and every time, ready to perform. Number four, you got to put in that extraordinary effort, dedication, and devotion. If we want to be successful, it takes doing a little bit more than usual. To achieve something extraordinary, it's going to take extraordinary effort. And then lastly, you got to have unwavering faith. And I believe this is probably the hardest one to do. This is about having complete confidence, complete trust beyond any doubt, and having that perseverance that you will make it happen. What happens here when it comes to faith is that we only think that when bad things are happening or the challenges come our way, that they're coming to stop us or to get in the way or prevent us from getting there. And the truth is, the challenges that are coming your way are actually coming to help you. They're actually, I like to see them as like my comrade in arms. They're with me to help me find these battles. And oftentimes I compare it to a pinball machine. When you think about a pinball machine, you have your buttons on the side and you have your flaps that hit the ball. If I were to label the little flaps, one good for good experiences, one bad for bad experiences, are you only going to play with the flap that says good experiences? If you do that, the ball's going to go through the little hole and you're going to keep losing. You actually need both to help you get the ball up to the top to score the most points as possible, right? They're both experiences are helping you get there. It's just that we're seeing the challenges and the blocks and the obstacles as something that's in our way, and they're not. They're actually helping us. So earlier this week, I finished an anime show that I was watching. It's about a volleyball team, and in Japan, they're huge in volleyball. Volleyball is like a huge sport for them. And this particular team was they're pretty new. They have some talent, they have a lot of potential, but they're pretty new playing together, and they were struggling. The coaches thought, let's send them to a summer spring camp, and not a summer spring camp, a summer camp, right? Summer camp, whether we're going to train and play with some of the top teams in their region. Well, they must have played like over 60 sets of volleyball, and they only won like 3. That's how bad they were. But that also says how good the other teams were, right? But after every game they lost or every set they lost, the camp had a rule. They either had to run laps, they either had to dive, like if they were going to save a ball around the court, or they had to run up and down a hill. So they had to do some kind of skill, right? Repetitive and over and over and over and over again. That team came out of that camp the strongest out of all the teams. They went all the way to nationals because they lost so much that they became so good because they took every loss so seriously, and it was a learning opportunity for them and an opportunity to get stronger. At the end, the team was like, they couldn't wait to practice with like even better teams so they can lose to them, so they can see what they were going to learn, what they were going to grow. In fact, the best spiker of that team, he was the fastest, the highest that can jump, and one of the best spikers. He kept getting blocked by the other team, right? They kept blocking him. And he couldn't figure out a way around that. So the coach told the setter, he said, keep setting to him. And the setter was a little confused because he was like, listen, they already figured him out. Like, they're going to keep blocking him. Like, it doesn't matter. Keep setting to him because he needs to find a way around this block. If we take him out of the game, if we stop setting to him, he's never going to figure a way past this obstacle. So keep setting to him, keep giving him the opportunity to hit the ball and figure a way around that. The easiest way out would have been, well, just sit him down or just don't set him the ball anymore. Let's set it to someone else. But that would have that would have hindered his growth. And sure enough, he did figure out a way around it, and he was able to find a way to score again. But he had to keep showing up to the same challenge and keep failing, something that we're not so good at. So whatever it is you're going after, whether it's work related or in your personal life or in your spiritual life, whatever it is you're going after, are you going to struggle? Yes. Are you going to experience failure? Yes. Are you going to feel some pain? Yes. But these are the very same things that will cause you to improve. If you never experience failure, you'll never see what needs to improve. And that's part of the process. It's a process that requires patience to see it through. And if you want it to happen fast, like a lot of people out there, they're like, that microwave generation, they just want it to happen yesterday. If you want it to happen that fast, honestly, it's probably not going to be worth it. And besides, fast puts at risk all of the reward. I remember hearing a story about a man who wanted to be a black belt in karate. And he decided, he started Googling. He's like, I'm going to find the best studio or the best dojo with the best master, and that's where I'm going to go get my black belt in karate. He was an older man, he was, older. And so he thought that because he was older, he needed to go a little bit quicker to save the time that he missed, right? And so he went up he found the teacher, he found the studio, who went up to him and he goes, "Teacher, I'm very interested in getting my black belt in karate. How long will it take me?" And the teacher said, "Well, with dedication, if you show up to practices and classes and you practice, within 10 years, you'll be a black belt." He was like, "Oh, no. That's too long. I need this to happen like sooner than later. Like, what if I'm retired. So what if I spend like all day, 8 hours or 10 hours a day practicing? If I come to all the classes and I come on the weekends, like what if I put all that work? How long will it take me then?" And he says, "Well, in that case, you're never going to be a black belt, because you're going to miss the things that happen along the journey that are going to help you get there by taking shortcuts, right? You're not going to get there. You have to give it the proper time. You have to honor the process, honor your timeline. There's a process to it all. And if anybody saw The Matrix, or if you remember The Matrix, when Neo goes to see the Oracle to find out if he was the one, right? The Oracle tells him, "You already know the answer to that question." And Neo says, "I'm not the one." Bingo, kid. You get some talent, but maybe next time. He goes off thinking that he's not the one. But that's precisely what he needed to hear. Because if they would have told him that day, "Yeah, you are the one," he would have walked out thinking he's the one. And the process and the experiences that happened to him that allowed him to believe in himself to become the one wouldn't have happened. Because he would have walked out thinking, "I'm already the one." Everything that happened to him led to him discovering within himself that he was the one. So those are the things we cannot escape that. That's why I'm saying we have to let our experiences play out so that we can get to the growth, so that we can get to the lesson, so that we can get to the insight that we were supposed to get from that experience. And so I repeat, you have to honor and respect your timeline, for it is precisely that timeline and the things that are going to happen along the way that will prepare you for your success. All the years of experience and development that you have invested in yourself, those are the things that are going to get you there. So you got to remember that your challenges or your failures are there to support you and aid your growth, not hinder it. You just have to know that and trust that. Thank you very much. And so with that, I would like to invite you to sit comfortably in your chair. Whether you want to close your eyes or keep them open, that's up to you. And I want to invite you to take a deep breath in, slow, relaxing breath. And slowly let it out. And another deep breath in. And slowly let it out. And as you breathe, I invite you to relax. I invite you to become still. Allow each breath that you take to relax your body a little bit more. Allow the breath to still your body for just this moment. As you breathe, as you relax, as you become still, you're also giving your mind a chance to do the same. If you can't control your body, how could you expect to get your mind to become still? Breathe. Relax. Be still and just be. as you breathe, as you relax, I want to invite you to notice the sounds in your surroundings and mind. What sounds do you hear in your environment? But let it just be sounds that you hear in the background. Be neutral as you listen. Don't get too involved. Just allow the sounds that you hear to just be. Continue to breathe. Continue to relax. Continue to be still and just be. I invite you to be as neutral as you can be to this present moment. Simply notice what you notice and let it go and let it be. And as you breathe, as you relax, as you continue to be still, I invite you to shift your awareness, your consciousness to your physical body. Scan your body from head to toe and simply notice your physical sensations, however obvious, however subtle. Remain neutral to what you notice. Continue to breathe. Continue to relax. Continue to be still and just be. And from this place of stillness and beingness, I want to invite you to bring to your mind's eye your definition of failure, or perhaps your new definition of failure. And take a few minutes to simply contemplate your new relationship with failure and how it will lead to success. How do you want to relate to failure from this moment on? How do you want to relate to failure from this moment on? How do you want to relate to failure? And how can it help you reach your success? Breathe. Relax. Be still and just be. And I'd like to leave you with my favorite affirmation. It goes like this: all is well in my world. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this and any situation, only good will come. I am safe. I am safe. And from this place of stillness, I invite you to pay attention to your surroundings one more time. And simply notice the sounds in your environment and mind. And once again, just simply become aware of what you hear and let it go and let it be. Continue to breathe. Continue to relax, be still, and just be. And now slowly, at your own time and pace, whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Angel, for that. That's a very beautiful and heartwarming and made us open up. Thank you. Now we'll have Leanne, and she will be singing "In All Things Give Thanks."
Really, thank you so much for this time together too, y'all. It's so beautiful, so wonderful. I really got something from the talk, Angel. Helped me a lot. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. 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 In all things give thanks. Sing with me at home. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. 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 In all things give thanks. Give thanks for the gifts of life. The one light shines through all of creation with hands and hearts open wide. We lift our voices in celebration, yeah, in all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. 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 In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks.
Thank you for that. In all things, we give thanks. So when we would meet in person, we would have our offering basket that we would pass around the room, and everybody would contribute. And we would like you to ask you today if to just donate via Venmo, donate via PayPal, and even on Celebration Circle at celebrationcircle.org. And we also have our prayer circle as well. So you can send your request to circle@celebrationcircle.org. And we're going to lift up our hands today as a part of our offering. And together we will say, I give you, O Spirit, as you have given to me, with heart wide open. Thank you. And now we have another song from our Texas artist, Leanne. Thank
Oh,
you.
yes. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. I am only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Come on. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I am only here for love. I am free in the Spirit, Lord. I'm only here for love. Oh, release and let go.
Woo. Isn't that an awesome song? I love it. So now we will be saying a little bit of announcements that we have. Next Sunday, join us, please, again on Facebook and on Zoom, May the 23rd. It'll be Echoes from the Past by Juan Maria. Talks, I'm sorry if I said his name wrong, talks about the influence of ancestors in our life using the tool of the family constellations developed by Bert Hilberg, and Juan is a healer and an images hunter by a psychotherapist and a filmmaker joining us from Mexico City. Bill Nash brings his imaginative songwriting and polished guitar ability to the circle. Bill writes story songs and with a lyric and a poetic emphasis on the struggles and tribulations and jubilations on the earth. His songs of life and relationships and the journey into one's own soul will stick in your head and will have you singing bits of them after it's over. Also, we are trying to put some hard numbers behind the Celebration Circle family with a survey for the demographics, and your responses will help the Circle Council of Stewards create more meaningful and useful communication strategy for everyone. So your answers are very important to us. But we know some questions can be objectable, so only a few are required. Please fill out as much as you can on the survey as possible at forms.gle. We'll have it in the links in our bio and whatnot for you guys. Also, too, please feel free to follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and celebration.org. So we are Celebration Circle. Thank you. And we'll have singing our song by Rudy Leanne with music is Love is the Only Power.
Amen. Love is the only power. Love is the only power. Love is the only way. Love, 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 love. Watch our circle grow. Love is the only power. Love is the only way. Love, 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 love. Watch our circle grow.
Awesome. Thank you. Now let's get together, everybody, and let's say the power of yes. And so all together, everyone. Buddy, and let's say the power of yes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So we love you. We bless you. We see the light in you, and go in peace. Thanks everybody for coming today, and we'll see you next Sunday. Blessings from your Celebration Circle family.
Yes.
Amen. Leanne, I have to tell you that I woke up this morning singing that I Release and I Let Go song.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I should have done the intro, but I thought, let's just cut to it because everybody.
Oh, it's such a good one of my favorites.
Yeah, it makes me feel good. An angel, and the pinball analogy is awesome. I'm gonna help people use that, to see that, because it is so true. And so many young people, I don't know. I noticed it because I have a child that seems like they want it now. I like how you said the microwave generation, and older elders too. As I teach music, they think they can get it like that. Well, everything takes time. We can never get anything quickly.
Nope. No, ma'am.
Hey, Flo.
Hey, Dad. Hi.
You.
So good to see you. God, it's been forever.
Where are you now?
In Austin, in Cedar Park, just out north of Austin in Cedar Park.
Great. Well, that's where Leanne lives, in Austin.
Oh, all right. I hope to see you in Austin, Leanne. Are you playing anywhere anytime soon?
No, I played last week. I do sing at another church, but boy, I really love Celebration Circle. I love how y'all bring in community people. It's just amazing.
Which church are you at on other Sundays?
Unity in the heart of Austin. All Zooming, still Zooming, and I'm loving Zoom. I hope y'all are okay with Zooming.
I am, but I look forward to my spiritual community and together with them too. I go to Center for Spiritual Living Central Texas here with Reverend Walt Brewer.
Yes.
And I do miss that, community.
It's sure nice to be able to Zoom from bed, though. Sometimes, like.
It's totally made me a couch potato.
And I'd like to invite everybody here to Biblio Circle on June 6th, following Circle at 12:30. Everybody, even those of you, we're Zooming from, from our beds, if you like. So join us. And you could bring a book. You could listen to hear about books. You could bring a recipe, movie recommendations, whatever you want to bring, or just listen and join in the conversation. It's a lot of fun for about an hour.
Michelle, why don't you put that in the comments, just the date, Biblio Circle and the date, so that we can have a record of that.
I will, and it's also on the Circle Friends. And yeah, next week I'll have the website. Actually, I think I can grab it right now.
You could just write Biblio Circle and then the date right there.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Not a problem.
While I drink my coffee.
Okay. Well, let me know when you're finished, because I'm
done.
Good
Type
job,
fast.
Tam.
Hey, Rudy.
Yeah, you did great. Where are you?
Hello.
Good to see you.
I got to tell y'all, this has been an amazing experience for me to watch. I did a house concert last night and didn't get to sleep until 2 and kind of slept in, had a slow morning. And I just tuned into Celebration Circle as anybody else would. Just kind of, hey, I wonder what's happening down there.
Yeah.
And I kind of treated it like any other podcast that I would listen to, just as gentle voices sharing wisdom and light. And I got to say, it was really good. And it felt great for me. After 29 years later, I felt totally detached from it at one level for the first time. I released and let go, which allowed me to be immersed more deeply into community than ever before. At the same time, it was a fabulous experience. I'm so grateful for it, and so so glad to see that the community's in good hands with this committee of folks who stepped up to fill in Zet's absence. And
I'm here. I'm not absent.
I know you're
You kind of are, yeah.
That's a release
really.
of responsibility, right?
There you go.
Unsabbatical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
like
not having
this.
to herd the cats.
Sharing of duties.
And how many does it take to replace that?
At least 11.
Well, I'll just share with you. I am in 2 turtlenecks and a sweater.
Oh my gosh.
Berkeley, California is they call it Misty May, and we're moving into June gloom. Which not the best time of the year to be here.
On the other hand, here it's 97% humidity and it's going to be 92 degrees before the day is done.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
It's fun out here.
And I heard a great big thunderstorm at some point in the early morning.
Yep, and there's another one coming this afternoon.
Yeah, I could see it kind of coming from something from the west or north, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Wanted to go ride my bike.
Do it now before the storm hits.
Yeah.
Don't get too far from home just in case.
Right. Yeah. It's good to see everybody. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Have a great afternoon.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye,
Leanne and Angel and everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.